Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie and today we are just jumping straight into this DIY. First thing we got is these, I've got 6 of the Dollar Tree 4x6 canvas panels. That's a bit of a mouthful. They come in packs of 3, so I only needed to get 2 packs. Next thing I'm doing is I'm going with the small end of my ruler here and I'm just making my lines with my pencil, and then I'm going to go back in with some Waverly chalk paint and elephant, and I'm just going to give all 6 panels that shiplap look. Next, I'm painting all 6 panels with this Martha Stewart paint in Azurite, I think is how you pronounce it. Anyway, this does not have really good coverage. I mean, it's a really pretty color. You know, it's springy, it's good for summer, but it does not have the good coverage that chalk paint has. So just be aware in case you have any of this. I got it for like 97 cents at Michael's, so, you know, we're crafting our stash, right? Next, I'm going to be distressing all of these panels with this Martha Stewart color, Magellan blue. I really do love this color. Again, not the greatest thick coverage. Again, you know, I got it on sale, 97 cents at Michael's. Gorgeous color though, and I'm actually kind of glad that it didn't, you know, it didn't have such a thick coverage like chalk paint does, because after I was done doing all this, this had a really beautiful effect, and it made it look like a blue shiplap color, what I was hoping for. So it works. So as you can see, I actually took 3 of the panels and I did paint the back side of them, because you are going to kind of see the sides a little bit, even though they're going to be on the inside. But right here, I'm just going in with a bead of hot glue and we're going to start assembling. So you ever like take a deck of cards and like make houses out of them? This is kind of what I felt like I was doing here, was just like making a house out of a deck of cards. So, but anyway, so yeah, just some hot glue on there and just start assembling. And for some added reassurance, I went in with some extra hot glue. You know, this thing was getting a little wobbly on me, so I just kind of went on all the sides, inside and outside, with some extra hot glue. Next, I'm taking my handy dandy screwdriver and I poked a hole through the top of this. It was pretty easy. I mean, it's a canvas panel, so just shove it right in. And look, there's a hook from my last DIY with the windmill. I saved that chain and I'm glad that I did. So I took some of it and I just shoved it in through that hole, and then I ended up, yeah, see, it's going to be like a little hanger for a watering can. You're going to see here in a minute. But anyway, I take my needle nose pliers, I kind of open that up and just flatten it out, so it was kind of flush with everything. So a lot of DIYers will tell you save your scraps, because honestly, you just never know when you're going to find uses for them. And I'm so glad that I hung on to that little hook and it just came in handy. So all right, next it's time to assemble our rooftop. and going in with a little bit of hot glue, and then I end up having to one hand my hot glue gun while holding the other canvas panel, trying to add some hot glue to another panel and then putting it together. It was kind of fun. So here I'm just hot gluing some nautical rope around all the edges of this project just to give this a nice farmhousey look. So this was the watering can I was just telling you about. I picked it up at Dollar General. It was $1, and I had also picked up a wheelbarrow too. And I thought this was so cute, just hanging this on that hook, just so it kind of looks like it's watering a plant. I thought it was kind of cool. And I got this succulent. I picked that up from Dollar Tree, and I could have left it in its little flowery pot, but I had this wheelbarrow, and I just thought that would have been way cuter sticking that succulent in there. And I didn't have to do this, but I ended up taking my scissors and I cut that foam in half so that it would fit in the wheelbarrow better. I mean, it fit in there just fine, but I wanted it to fit in there like nice and snug. And then I went in with some wire cutters and I clipped the stem off of it. Next, I'm going in with these 5 Jenga blocks and I'm going to hot glue them together to make a cute little wood sign. And I go in with some elephant chalk paint and I stencil the word home on it. Then with some Dollar Tree jute twine, I made a cute little bow and I'm going to hot glue that to the roof of my project. Now, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. If anybody is a little bit afraid of fire, but I'm just taking my lighter and just, okay, that little spark that you just saw there, my bow actually caught on fire for a second. So I can totally understand if y'all don't want to do this step, but this makes this clean up the little hairs off of it. So this was my inspiration off of Pinterest, and I tried to do it as best as I could. And then I end up going back in and I hot glue that succulent down in there, and I add some rocks and some moss. And this is how this little house turned out. I think it turned out pretty cute. It kind of makes me think of something that maybe you would want to like stick outside. I don't know if you could actually stick it outside, but it kind of made me think of, you know, something like if you have like some kind of hutch or something that had plants around it. It just kind of made me think of like something for gardeners or whatever. But this just turned out really cute, and I was pretty happy with this. Okay, so this next project is a real quick and easy. It was more like a trash to treasure. I mean, it was like literally trash, but don't worry, I cleaned it thoroughly, and courtesy of my daughter, she let me use this paint, which I absolutely love, and I just gave this can 1 coat of this blue paint. Next, I just took this burlap ribbon that I had gotten from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut a chunk of it and hot glue it in the center. And I have to say that doing this little quick and easy project gave me so much inspiration to do some more trash to treasures using tin cans that will be coming up pretty soon, so stay on the lookout for that. Look how stinking cute this is. I just absolutely love the way this turned out. Y'all, if you like this video, and I sure hope you did, please hit that like button and subscribe, and y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Stay safe. Bye.